Hello, hello. Happy Wednesday, or happy Hump Day, as some people would say. I really don't like the term Hump Day. I don't know why. I just don't like it. It just makes me cringe a bit. Yes, I am here, as you will see from the title of the video, for a live unboxing of the Oak, Ash and Thorn tarot, which was very, very kindly sent to me for my birthday by Stephanie. I tried, Stephanie. I was like, I'm gonna wait until my birthday on Monday to open it, and then I was like, that's quite a while to wait. That's 5 whole days, because it arrived yesterday morning. I thought, well, I'm thinking of maybe doing a live birthday party, pre-birthday party on Sunday evening, just to not feel so depressed. Katie, hello, lovely to see you. I watched your video this morning about your sort of not guidelines. What was it? Guidelines? Guidelines for 2022. When you said I don't want to call them rules, I want to think of them as guidelines, I had Captain Barbosa from Pirates of the Caribbean in my head. They're more what you'd call guidelines than rules when talking about the Pirates Code. But yeah, so I was watching you this morning with a cup of tea and my breakfast, so lovely to see you. I've just realised I've gone live in StreamYard again when I can go live in YouTube, but I'm thinking I do prefer StreamYard because I can do this, which I can't do on the old YouTube. So yeah, pirates no for me. Yar. I need to put these on because I'm telling you, the eyesight. It's now been 4 years since I've had my eyes checked. I was meant to have my eyes checked in the spring of 2020. But we know what happened then. And yeah, I've not been since. Not been, because yeah, my opticians, they're like rooms that they check your eyes in are like these badly ventilated basement rooms with no windows. So I'm like, no, you're right. I'm just gonna have to ride this out with whatever prescription I've got at the moment. But yeah, I'm really feeling that I can tell my eyes are going a little bit from so much more screen time than usual. Because you had yours yesterday. How did that go? Was it okay? Have you picked out some new frames, or are you just having the lenses replaced in your current frames? I love picking out new glasses. Though I always kind of pick the same thing, either slightly squared like this or just a bit more cat eye. Like, they're the only two styles I ever go with, because I like to have a bit of a retro edge or a bit of a like secretary sort of, I don't know. Slightly, I like a heavy frame, because I've got like quite a round white and face. I like your glasses, Katie. I love the gold frame, and then like the way that they lift up, the ones that you currently wear. They're really nice. I was looking at those going, oh, they're nice. But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked talking about eye tests. Just lenses replaced this time. Yeah, sometimes it's a bit better just to get. Although I usually only buy the budget. I go to Specsavers, and I don't know if you have that over in Australia, but they do like a frame and lenses and everything for £60, or 2 pairs for like £60 each or something. And I always just buy their own range. The one year I bought designer ones, I bought Moschino ones, and the arm broke off, and it wasn't even just the pin, it was like the actual thing that holds the whole arm on, and they were unfixable. And I was like, those were like nearly £200 on offer. I loved them. They were amazing. But yeah, they didn't last. These sturdy old plastic bits of crap that I paid like 50-60 quid for, almost indestructible. I've just jinxed myself, because I'm going to sit on these or something now, and I'm going to have no bloody glasses. At least I have my prescription, so I could just order some online. Amanda, hello. Just popped in to say hi. I'm on my measly 10-minute break at work. 10 minutes? Like a little tea break, is that? Anyway, I'm still getting what am I like? Okay, so yes, I'm here with an unboxing of the Oak, Ash and Thorn Tarot, which was very kindly sent to me by Stephanie at 3 Trees Tarot. for my birthday. And I was saying I was going to do like a birthday, possibly do a birthday party live on Sunday, pre-birthday party live, because last year I turned 40 in lockdown. There was a snowstorm, so we couldn't even go on our sort of planned family WALK, have to spell it because a little fur baby is right there, with Nomster. It was like hardcore snowstorm. It was like, oh, we can just go for a little wander in the snow. No, it was like you couldn't see anything looking out the window. It was just blizzard, like it was a full-on blizzard. So I was like stuck in this room for the whole of my 40th birthday. My husband tried to make it as special as he could, and people sent me lovely things, and I got loads of nice phone calls. But you know, by 6 o'clock in the evening, I was sitting on the bed with my laptop with my husband after having watched a film, and I just felt really down. I guess because it was 40, and it didn't look anything like my 40th birthday that I had originally planned for myself pre-pandemic. So, and then I was like, maybe I'll have an end of 40 party for my 41st. But yeah, that's not going so great, what with the way things have been handled and Omicron and stuff. So this is my second lockdown birthday, and I just didn't want to like have another cry on my birthday and feel really lonely. I know I was with my husband, but it's still quite lonely when it's just the two of you. So I'm like, maybe I'll just have like a tarot pre-birthday party live to make me feel less shit. It's basically literally just to try and make myself less shit, honestly. If anyone turns up, it will be lovely. Even if there's just like 2 people in the chat, it'll be fine. I'll feel less lonesome. Anyway, so I'm going to get into this. So yeah, I'm mentioning the birthday thing because I was like, maybe I'll unbox it at a pre-birthday party live. And I was like, oh, but that's still like quite a lot of days away. I'm just going to do it today because I want to look at it. Now, the Oak, Ash and Thorn was one of those decks that I kept seeing a bit about, and I was deliberately not looking. I think it was 2020 it came out, and I was having an unplanned depth year due to the pandemic and not being able to work. So I didn't really have money to spend. So I was like, I wasn't really looking at any decks. And then last year I saw more and more people talking about it and more people showing it. And I saw the odd card here or there in people's videos when they were talking about, you know, tarot. I didn't look at any specific walkthroughs. And I saw some of the cards and I was like, oh God, this is so up my street. Like, so up my street. And then yeah, I just kept seeing pictures of it, and then I started to, hiya Alicia, lovely to see you. I started to like actively look at pictures of it and go to look at some walkthroughs, but because I knew I would really like the deck and I would fall in love with it, I wouldn't. This is unlike me. I didn't look at full walkthroughs. I would like skip through just to see some of the cards, not all of the cards, because I knew I'm going to be like, geez, I'm going to have to buy this on. I'm going to have to get this. I'm going to want this. And then I got some money for Christmas, and I may get some money for my birthday. I usually get a few bob, you know. So I'm like, what am I going to get with this Christmas and birthday money? It's there for me to buy gifts for myself. And yeah, then I was like, Oak, Ash and Thorn. And then Stephanie was like, I want to send it to you as a birthday present. And I was like, no. And she's like, yes. And I was like, maybe trade, maybe like pouches. I make pouches. And she's like, no, birthday, you have. And I'm like, I feel like it would be churlish for me to say no, considering it is a deck I have looked at and have been lusting after this month, especially in like really thinking, right, I'm going to have to get this. So yeah, she sent it to me. It arrived yesterday morning. This is a very long, rambly intro. And I'm very grateful to Stephanie. But I did find out when her birthday is. So there is some love. I've coloured in the things. But look, there's these lovely. I've covered them, but these little stickers with like Happy Mail and this lovely tape, packing tape, and then like there's a little crow or some other way with the little recycled thing. They're so cute. Please recycle. I'm like, can I get these stickers off? If I can reuse these stickers on like my sketchbook. Oh, I think it might work. Even if there's a little bit of paper on the back, I can still glue it on with my Pritt stick, with my glue stick. Oh, it's a little tearing a little bit. But who does anyone here have this deck? I know I don't think Katie would have it because Katie's not really into animal decks. Katie, though, you're making me like, I saw your video about the Orion's tarot, and then I saw that it's got a mass market release, which had completely passed me by. And I'm like, oh my God, it's so pretty. That was another one I was trying not to look at because I love animal decks. It was weird though. Last year or the year before, I went through a bit of a phase of not enjoying animal decks or struggling to decks, but all to do with the fact that I'd lost my tarot mojo back in sort of end of 2019, beginning of 2020, and like was just struggling with regular decks, let alone like situational people decks, let alone like animal decks, which can make it a little bit more difficult. Marina, hello. I don't have it, but it does look lovely. Yeah, I do. I know you were like saying, just because I like this one animal deck doesn't mean I like all animal decks, which is a fair point. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's got the little, oh my goodness, she put like the sticker. Oh, she put all the things in. Oh my God. Look at the squirrel. And then there's the little thing that I've seen other people have, which says, hi there, I've possibly traveled thousands of miles. Not this time because Stephanie's in the UK and so am I, unless you can't tell. Although I'm saying unless you can't tell because of my accent, I could easily have an English accent and live somewhere else, I guess. But now that I'm here, I must say that it's so lovely to finally meet you. Lovely to meet you too. I was created with love. So I'd like to think that I provide gentle readings, guiding you through any ups and downs you might experience. Please think of me as one of your new friends. Oh my God, I so do. This is the thing, right? I think one of the reasons I was really being drawn to this deck is I've spoken about my words for the year being gentleness and consistency. And I might do a video talking about those two words and what they mean to me and what they could mean and how I am trying to, not super successfully at the moment, but trying to incorporate that into my life and be mindful of. I'm really like attracted to like soft squidgy decks, like my weekly readings I've been doing with my Tarot of the Magical Forest and the Empty Cup Oracle, which are very soft squidgy kind of decks. Although I did joke that two of the decks that I received in the last week, one was a Cthulhu tarot and one was a vampire tarot. So the goth bitch is still there somewhere. But it's just so wonderful and gives beautiful reads. Oh, lovely. And Kaz says, I can't connect with the animal deck, says Alicia. That's like different strokes for different folks, hey. There's no right or wrong way to use me. In fact, my creator said that's the great thing about a little deck such as myself. I'm best used intuitively. So I hope you find yourself getting lost in my imagery, interpreting each of my cards in a way that works for you. That's so funny because I did a Tarot Quirks video yesterday, inspired by Saturnarium and Katie here, doing a video to it. And I talked about how there's no right or wrong way to read tarot, but I get a bit eye twitchy when people say they've never read a single tarot book and they only read intuitively, because I'm like, how? That to me, that's the same as saying, oh, I only read runes intuitively. Like, what? But there's a system, like, educate yourself. I don't know, obviously it does no skin off my nose, but I was saying I wouldn't get a reading of someone who's never cracked open a single tarot book. Like, and I know they are out there. So judgy. But you know what I mean. I'm sure I don't know, maybe you were like, Kelly, don't be so mean, or maybe you agree with me, I don't know. Want to get to know me a little better? Yes I do. Why not pull a card or two or three? Feel a bit lost? Don't worry, I come with reference cards to help guide you. I can also be used in conjunction with other tarot books, so grab yourself a nice cuppa. I'm sliding the box out of the way as I lift this cuppa up because I'm clumsy, and knowing me, I would have just dropped the whole thing over the bloody box. And snuggle up. I can't wait to begin our new adventure together faithfully. Your new deck. Oh, so cute. And then there's this sticker, which is from the Smoke, Ash and Embers, which I kept calling the Oak, Ash and Embers the other day. And I'm like, no, it's Smoke, Ash and Embers, which is so clever because I see what Stephanie did there. Oak, Ash and Thorn, the three trees, right? Three trees tarot. Smoke, ash, but not ashes in the tree. Ash is in the ash from the wood, burnt wood, and embers Like, so clever. And that's looking like there's a couple of dragon decks I've been eyeing up over the last couple of years, but never pulled the trigger on but this might be the dragon deck. Isn't it adorable, Katie? It's just so snoogly. So it's beautifully packaged with all this lovely recyclable stuff, which I hang on to all this stuff. I've got like a big box in the attic of just bubble wrap and all this packaging and like all the like shredded stuff for when it comes to people's birthdays and Christmas and I send out parcels. I can reuse this. Reuse, recycle. Oof, I'm so excited. I can tell this is going to be really special. I feel so spoiled. I'm really terrible accepting like decks off of people. Like, it's different if one of my friends, like if my mum buys me a tarot deck off my wish list for Christmas or birthday, I'm like, well, that's me mum, you know what I mean? Or my husband or one of my besties. But like when a creator who I kind of only really know via online and live chats and Instagram and stuff says, hey, but I want to send you a present. I'm like, let me give you pouches in return. Or if people want to like give me decks, there's been a couple of people offering the decks up that I've been mentioning. I'm quite excited to try and get this year. And people are like, I have that and I don't connect with it. Do you want it? And I'm like, I can't. That's an indie deck. I can't just like take it off you. Have pouches. But the paper with like the hares or rabbits, I think they're hares, all over it is really pretty. And again, I imagine that's all printed with eco-friendly ink and all that jazz, because Stephanie is very mindful. Oh, and this feels like that sort of compostable pack. Oh, it is compostable packaging. Oh, I really appreciate the effort that goes into the compostable packaging, recycling packaging. I tried to do that a bit last year with my shop, and it put my prices of like, it was so expensive, and it put my shipping prices up because the packaging that I was trying to use was heavier as well. And it was just like, I'm so new to this. I can't justify it at the moment, but it's a direction I'd like to move in eventually. Anyway, sorry, I should probably show. So it comes in a tuck box. And it's like embossed. Oak, Ash and Thorn. Stephanie Burrows and Adam Ohlers, I want to say. So pretty. Here we go. We've got like a squirrel and a crow and a fox and a hare logo, which I think is so pretty. The artwork is just, even just on the packaging. And it says here, Oak, Ash and Thorn, beautiful tarot cards with roots in the enchanting natural world. An eco-friendly Rider-Waite-Smith-inspired art deck containing 78 tarot cards plus 2 double-sided companion reference sheets, allowing each card to be read intuitively with just the right amount of guidance to support you. And then it says that it's who it's printed by, which is Generation Press, carbon neutral, solar power, vegetable-based inks, and responsible printing. Made in the United Kingdom. So it's even like got a very, very low carbon footprint because it's been made in the UK and it's been just shipped within the UK. Post by Royal Mail. Oh, I've got goosebumps. You'll probably all think, get on with it. And I like that the tuck box has the thing where there's the extra bits you can actually really get the cards out. I've literally got goosebumps. I should probably have a sip of tea though, because it's going to go cold. Oh, it's the perfect temperature. Meow. And so it's got a belly band, lengthways, which I'm going to slide off if I can. Can I? Ooh, 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 just about. No, it's kind of, yep, nope, yep. Okay. And as you can see, it's quite thick. I'm actually going to take my ring. Hi, Robin. I'm just going to take my rings off for this actually, because I have a feeling they might, the deck is so chunky and I've got chunky rings on. They can end up catching the edges of the card. So it's quite thick. I should get a deck for comparison, shouldn't I? Where did I pop my Centennial Smithwaite? Working on some stuff, folks. Where did I do it? That's my Triumphy. That's my Centennial. I've done a second prototype for a double pouch. It's not quite right yet. I think I need to do a third one before I hit on the right pattern. But it's looking good, folks. I'm very excited. Anyway, side quest. So yeah, I think it's roughly the same size. Oh, Look at that. Pretty much the same size. Same size. Oh, there's an empty. Oh, that's going to be a bookmark, isn't it? Alicia says she sounds like an amazing human. Stephanie, she's very, very sweet. She's lovely. So there's a blank card, which I am totally going to turn into a bookmark. But it's the same size. But yeah, if I put the two decks together, sort of depth-wise, you'll be able to see that this one is a real chonker. I have wee paws. But I usually try to make it work as best I can. So I've got the extra one, and then there's this lovely like thank you card on there, which is about share the love. So I feel bad if your purchase made our day. It was sent. Oh my goodness, look at the squirrel with the butterfly on its little nose. Ugh. I don't understand how I can love cute stuff but also like really creepy stuff so much, like equal measure. Like, actually, tell a lie. I don't like, no, I do like cute stuff, but I think of those like overly cute oracle decks that kind of make me bile rise in my throat, but I think they're less cute and more sort of twee, and to me there is a difference. Yesterday, I don't know what was wrong with me. Last night, 10 o'clock at night, I'm exhausted and I'm looking online at like, I'm so horrible. Just what is wrong with me? Looking at like lots of really cheesy Hay House and like oracle decks, like there's like this one that's all about unicorns, and I literally found a card so similar to what I talk about when I take the piss out of those kind of decks. I always say it's like a fairy giving a unicorn a bath on a card, and then like a word, like just a random word, keyword. I found in the when they give like previews of some of the cards in this unicorn deck, there was literally a fairy and a unicorn, but she wasn't giving him a bath. The unicorn had a lantern in its mouth, but I was like, this is so close to like my parody that, it's funny because it's true. But yeah, I was looking at all these decks because I was like, maybe I'm being too harsh on them. Maybe I should buy one of these like super, they're not even kitschy, because kitschy implies an element of like what's the word, an element of I don't know, that it's so bad it's good. But anyway, maybe I need to buy one and have a look and see what I feel. Maybe I'm just being really mean about them. So that's where my head was at last night. Anyway, 22 minutes in, I haven't showed the cardstock. Ooh, well, this feels nice. It's thick, but it's really flexible. Like me. No, I'm not thick but flexible. I'm not so flexible anymore. What with being indoors all the time, I'm not really getting the exercise I need. The Fool, though, oh my goodness. So I'm just going to hold one card up at a time because this deck is heavy and chunky. So the Fool, oh my goodness, cute little... Come on, light, stay here. Ugh. Why can't I get you to stay where I want you to stay? This bloody... Stay. Hopefully that will help you see the artwork a bit better. So here we have a deer, a fawn in the forest, and there's like it's very Bambi-esque because you've got the butterfly, like that scene in Bambi, and then there's a little knapsack and a staff. So maybe this my mind's gone to a really dark place. This fawn has stumbled upon the knapsack and the staff of somebody who's missing in the woods and presumed dead. Why am I like this? Anyway, I listen to too much true crime podcast. I pretty much only listen to one true crime podcast these days by two women who are comedians. It's called All Killer No Filler. But I started listening to it last year from the beginning. They've been going for years, so there's tons of episodes. But they're funny, but they really try to also be respectful. The first few episodes, they sometimes use the wrong phrasing for just describing victims and what have you. But they learn and grow and improve, and I really rate their podcast. If you're interested in a bit of true crime, side note, there we go. The Magician is a crow, and is it a crow? I love that the wings are like up behind it, and then there's the depiction of each of the elements. Oh, thank you for popping by, Katie. Lovely to see you. And thank you. Yeah, 40 bloody one. Can you believe it? Goodness. But yeah, sweet dreams, and I hope that you are well rested in the morning. You take care. So the High Priestess, we've got a hawk, maybe. I'm not sure. Orchestral, not hawk, maybe. I don't know. And there's something around its neck, a compass or a coin. There's a scroll. I love that her crown is made of leaves, and you've got this beautiful crescent moon in the background, waxing crescent. Interesting. The Empress. So I've not seen all of the cards. I've only seen like maybe about a quarter of the cards, maybe less, tops. The Empress is a wee bunny or hare. Oh my goodness, with the little babies. And then there's a scepter at the side. So they're not anthropomorphic like the magical forest. And you've got the Venus, symbol of Venus, inscribed onto the trunk. This artwork is like the most beautiful storybook artwork. Storybook. The Emperor is a stag, and he has the full moon behind, just right behind his antlers, and it looks like almost like the moon is caught up in his antlers. Majestic AF. And then we've got a piece of wood, and there's like the ram, and then his scepter as well. I love that it's matte. I love the feel of this. I can't wait to give this a riffle shuffle if I can get my hands around it. The Hierophant is an owl with a key in its mouth. This is a very autumnal feeling deck, isn't it? I'm loving the black background, like it's nighttime. It's very lovers. We've got some foxes and butterflies, and they're sitting among the brambles. Oh my goodness. This feels really, because sometimes I'll see foxes at my local PARK when I'm able to walk there, which I'm not at the moment. But in the autumn, late summer, early autumn, when the blackberries are all ready to pick, but sometimes I see foxes there as well. So that's like makes me think of my local nature spot with all the butterflies. That's gorgeous. The Chariot. Oh, this is interesting. This is one I've not seen. So we have a bird with a snail on its head. Can you see the cards okay? I don't know if I'm showing them very well. Look. Oh, this is stunning. Oh, this is giving me goosebumps. Oh, Strength is a badger. Is it an adder that's is preventing an adder from biting it, maybe? The adder is the only poisonous snake in the British Isles. We don't have any other poisonous snakes. And now I've got the Black Adder theme tune in my head. The Hermit, which is a little hedgehog, which when you think about it is a really clever choice, because the hedgehog has its own little cave that it can retreat into, right? I love hedgehogs. I've never seen a hedgehog in real life, other than maybe at a petting zoo when I was a kid. I would absolutely, or like a nature zoo or something, I don't know. I would love to see one in real life. My mother-in-law has hedgehogs in her garden, but we haven't been able to go visit because Panini. And they live quite far away, so it's been quite a trek to get there. Wheel of Fortune is a sort of a spider web with, what's that on the one? It looks like there's there's something spelt out. Can you see? Oh, it's north, south, east, west, and then there's like A-R-O-T. Oh, Rota, R-O-T-A. So it's got Rota, R-O-T-A in the traditional wheel, and then north, east, southwest. Okay. I thought the whole thing spelled a word going round, which doesn't make sense. But the spider web looks almost like it's kind of falling apart. We've got an owl catching a mouse. We've got a snake here. No spider actually appears to be present, which I guess makes sense because the web looks like it's falling apart, so it's an abandoned web. But yeah, showing the ones on top are the predators here, and the ones at the bottom are the things like the rabbits, the prey, the rabbits and snails, and we've got the fungus and things. The Justice card. Oh, I've not seen this one before either. This is a handsome Justice card, which is a wolf. Oh, hold on a second. I'll be back. I'm just going to take myself off of the screen. Sorry, I just muted so I didn't shout into your ear if you're wearing headphones. My husband's going to get the door. I didn't know if he was in a work meeting, online work meeting. I wouldn't have been able to answer the door. It might be presents for my birthday because I had some boxes addressed to me arrive yesterday along with this one. The Hanged Man. This, I had seen this, and this is one of the cards that just made me go, oh my god, because it makes me think of one of that award-winning photograph, the wildlife photograph from a couple of years ago with the mouse holding on to the flower. Isn't that stunning? But the rain will pass. It doesn't last forever, and the mouse will be able to climb down and go about its day. The Death card is a hare, and it's looking up at a bunch of moths. Or is it a moth coming out of its chrysalis? It has like a flower behind its ear, it looks like. I love all the ferns. Look at all the ferns. It's giving me real like Scottish Highlands vibes as well. Temperance. There's a swan cradling 2 cups. And the waters are very choppy. So it's protecting, it's between this choppy waters and the safety of the reeds, and nestling these 2 cups and keeping them safe. That's really interesting. The Devil. Oh no, we've got our foxes again. We've got some nighttime butterflies, moths, and the fox is caught up in not brambles, something else this time. Some kind of weeds, but very, very pretty. Would they be able to easily escape from that though? Because with the devil, usually you see the chains are not bound very tightly, or people are holding the chains themselves and can place them down. Whereas the foxes feel a bit like they are actually genuinely caught up in this and might have trouble releasing themselves. So different kind of read on that. The Tower. Ooh. Stunning tree being struck by lightning, and the tree is right on the edge there. Can you see? So it could very easily, actually you can see there's a little bit of sort of sod falling off, so it's almost like the tree is just about to go over and fall over the edge. Clever. The Star, we have salmon, I want to say, looking up. That's quite an interesting choice for the Star. The hopefulness of the salmon. Are they salmon? I don't know. Some kind of fishes looking up at the stars anyway. It's very, very pretty. Night scene. And then the Moon is the card that I received this postcard. It's the same. Oh my goodness. I can't even deal with how cute this is. Oh. All curled up in ivy, and there's a crescent moon. Oh, we have a sort of daytime or morning. We have the sun. We have what appears to be a dove carrying some roses, and there's that sort of shaft of sunlight coming through the clouds, but it's raining. Perfect rainbow weather. Judgment again appears to be a dove, and then loads of butterflies. That's very interesting. Hi Tony, you're a mate, love. Lovely to see you. With the clouds behind them. What to think on that one? Again, it's because with animals, it's really sort of tricky. And the thing I think with animal decks, like I've got quite a few animal decks. There's one more animal deck I want to get before I do the video about all of my animal decks. But different people choose different animals for different cards, and then some decks have similar animals for similar cards. Like there's quite a few animal decks which have a bat for the Hanged Man, for example. The World. Oh, I had seen this one. There is a stag giving a fawn. The World. That's adorable. Look at this. This artwork is just phenomenal. It really, really is. I can't even begin to imagine just how stunning the Smoke, Ash and Embers is going to be. Ace of Cups. We've got a little squirrel. Oh, so the cups are little acorns. I remember that much. And look at the reflection. Oh, I love it. And there's like a snail. There's so much. I watched Dawn Michelle's video about decks that she would not be modifying. And she said one of the decks she would not be modifying was the Oak, Ash and Thorn, because the front border is white, the back is white, and the sides are very, very white, but it all works because it all sort of flows. And she was saying she felt like it needs the white border, and I agree. I think if this was borderless, it would be, because the artwork is very detailed. I wouldn't say it's busy, I would say it's very detailed. It's illustration. It's almost like storybook illustration. It needs that breathing space between cards. But that's stunning. How many times am I going to say stunning in this video? Oh my god. This is going to make me cry. Oh my god. We've got 2 squirrels. We've got a red squirrel and a grey squirrel, and they are like passing the cups between each other. The red squirrel has a heart on its tummy, and there's like a ladybird. I have a dead ladybird on my dressing table. I found it a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, what? I thought ladybirds would all be dead. It's winter. And it was on its back like this. So I turned it over and I was like, there you go and do what you want. And I had the window open, so I thought, well, it could fly away. And then I came back the next day and it was dead on its back again. I was like, and I haven't had the heart to, like, it's not on its back now, I've turned it over, but I'm like, I feel bad, like, just throwing it out the window. This husk of a poor ladybird. 3 of Cups. Oh my god, they're having a right old time. Oh, that's cute. Having a little squirrel party. The 4 of Cups. Oh my god, the face on it. Look at his little grumpy face. He's like, no. You could tell this is such a good deck for storytelling. And then there's like butterflies and ladybirds, and they're like, fine, if you don't want these cups, these little acorns, we might take them away from you. But his little face is just giving me just with his arms crossed. He's not having any of it. 5 of Cups. Oh. Trying to, god, StreamYard twists my melon because everything's back to front. That's very sweet. And one of the little a couple of the acorns, they have cracks in them, so you're unable to use them as cups again anymore, Mr. Squirrel or Ms. Squirrel. And there's a little heart on the tail again. Oh, I wonder if they all have hearts. Oh, it looks like all of them have hearts somewhere on them. Oh, they do. They all have hearts on their body somewhere. Cute. 6 of Cups. Oh my god. I love squirrels. I remember in an episode of Sex and the City from the 90s, that Carrie goes to a cabin with Aiden. I think his name was Aiden. It's been a long time since I watched that show. And a squirrel turns up on the counter or just in the kitchen or something, and she freaks out. And he's like, "What? It's just a squirrel." And she's like, "Squirrels are just rats in cute outfits." And I was like, "Oh, how very dare you!" Also, rats are awesome. I'm not saying I want my house overrun with them, but they're smart creatures and very resourceful. 7 of Cups. So we've got an acorn with flowers, one with what looks like a little pearl, one with a snail, one with a snake, one with some water, one with some fire, and one with some light, maybe? Cute. But it all works. There's not like jewels or a castle or, you know, any of those things. My tea's getting a bit cold now. Hold on. Okay, 8 of Cups. This little squirrel wandering off, leaving all those acorns behind. 9 of Cups. Looks like the squirrel has drunk all of the mead and has passed out. Do you have this deck, Tony, if you're still here? 10 of Cups. What do we think of the squirrel as being chosen for the cups? I really like it. Because my favourite animal deck, which some people say they don't see as an animal deck, is the Tower of the Magical Forest. And the cups are represented by rabbits. I'm looking over there because my week ahead spreads on my little tarot trolley with the deck spread out on there. Page of Cups. There is a tiny little fish inside the acorn. Look at all these lovely flowers wrapping around. Oh, you do like it. It's stunning. Like, the camera doesn't do it justice. I mean, this one definitely doesn't, but even just seeing people's walkthroughs, people that have done some really lovely walkthroughs, they just obviously seeing it in person is a whole other bag, isn't it? The Knight of Cups is holding this up to this little bird. Oh, it's giving me cute aggression. But again, it's cute without being twee. I think that's why I like the Tower of the Magical Forest. They're cute and it gives me cute aggression, but they're like weird, like bug-eyed, tripping out kind of eyes. Stop it being twee. It gives it a slight sort of weird edge, you know. I'm saying that I have the Animal Wisdom Tarot, which is kind of twee, I guess. Queen of Cups. Yes, look at her. And she's like got a little court of fishies on her little mound of pebbles that she's sitting on as like a little throne. That's adorable. The art is beautiful. It might one day make it into my cupboard. There are still a few more I would like to get into my house. Oh, share. What other decks, Tony? Let me know. Because I'm so out of the loop with tarot decks because I've not really been looking at what decks are coming out and, you know, because I hadn't really been trying not to buy that many the last few years. And this year I'm just like, give me all the decks. So I'm intrigued to know if people have decks on their list that I've not heard of. King of Cups. Again, there's like fish jumping up, the water lapping up at the rock, looking very regal there. Where did you get that little crown from, Mr. Squirrel? Cute. So now we are on to the Pentacles. Interestingly, there are hares in this one for the Pentacles, whereas, like I said, there's rabbits in my Magical Forest. It's like a little mental adjustment to make. The Ace of Pentacles, and there's a pentacle just there in that flower, that main flower there. And again, there's a heart on the side of the hare, on the hare's flank. And this is a daytime scene, because a lot of these have been sort of nighttime scene. Oh, the Shy Monette, Aura and Amber. That expensive painted Rider-Waite Smith. Ooh, lots of good choices. I have the Chiminette. That's one that I'm looking to dig deep with this year. Yeah. I'm trying to think of Carol Hertzer. Is that it? Those fancy painted, hand painted decks. Is that the one you mean, Tony? Two of Pentacles. Oh my god! I got a little a plethora of new DM decks coming out this year. DM? Is that for Deviant Moon? Gorgeous. Two of Pentacles. Very different to the Smith-Waite on that front. The Three of Pentacles. Well, I guess actually when you think about it, it does make sense because she's trying to juggle all the little bibbies, the little hair babies. So I guess, yeah, I can see what she's done there. Three of Pentacles. Oh. Although I'm thinking of Watership Down now and it's making me a bit like, ooh. The Four of Pentacles. Oh, this is definitely giving me Watership Down vibes. If you know, you know, right? It's got a sore leg. And it's raining and it's dark and it's cold. Oh, there's no shelter. It looks like they're in like this open bit of land and there's water in the background. Oh no. The Six of Pentacles. Cute. Little hair divvying out some coins. Ah, yeah, Patrick Valenza. Yeah, Patrick's been on a bloody roll, hasn't he? Yeah, because I'm signed up to the newsletter, so I've seen he's got some other stuff coming out. Laurie, hello. So all the spondoolies get eaten up. Spondoolies, that's a good word. Seven of Pentacles. Oh my god. Cute. Sorry, I keep saying cute and stunning. Cute and stunning and interesting. Does all these things. Eight of Pentacles. What are you doing? Very handsome hair. Nine of Pentacles. Looking up the tree with all the pentacles, a bit like, you know, the vineyard in the original Smith-Waite. Lots of butterflies flying about. There's a little ladybug flying around. Oh, there's a bird. There's so much that, like, you can get lost in. There's a bird up there. So much to sort of get drawn into. Just the opposite of what I've been using so much of with the whole, other than really going to town with the Numinous Tarot last year. That was probably one of the decks I used the most. Maybe a bit of the True Heart Intuitive towards once I got that. But the, yeah, you know, lots of pip decks. So then having really like image intense cards, it feels very... I think sometimes I just get overwhelmed. You just go through cycles of just needing something that's a bit more sparse and simple. And then you're ready, once you've had that space to breathe, you're ready to dive back into the more sort of busy decks. Oh, gorgeous little family of hairs surrounded by the pentacles and butterflies. The Page of Pentacles, and this page is very carefully balancing this coin on its little nose. It's got flowers behind its ear again. Very cute. The Knight of Pentacles has a little bit of like a shield, like breastplate on. And there's a helmet by his side and a coin. The Queen of Pentacles with her family and her crown of little blackberries, black thorns. Oh, look at the little bubbles. I love the little bubbles. I rescued rabbits once and hand-reared them when I was a teenager. Not wild rabbits, rabbits that a next-door neighbour had been not looking after. And one of them died overnight, but we managed to save the rest of them. Oh, Boo Boo, are you okay? Nomi's enjoying the sunshine. And yeah, we kept one of the babies, we kept the mum, and we rehomed the rest of the babies, and they all lived long, happy lives, and it was awesome. King of Pentacles. Very, very cool. Now we're on to the swords, which is birds, so ravens or crows. Ace of Swords, and more of a blue-grey tone to this suit. It seems that each suit has its own sort of slight colour colour coding to a certain extent. Getting FOMO again. Oh no, Laurie. Two of Swords. I've seen this card before and I was like, yes, I am into it. Very, very pretty. Is that a waning crescent there, I believe? Three of Swords. I like that it's not a heart. It's a leaf that has a slight heart shape, but it sort of gives a different connotation to just having an anatomical heart. Or having a bird stabbed with the swords, which some of the decks, animal decks, do have. Lunar Lion. Hello. How are you doing? Hi, Andrea. You all right? Welcome. Keep shining. The sun keeps shining here. It's a bit too bright and a bit too warm in this room right now. Four of Swords. We have this bird resting atop these four swords that are sort of wedged into the tree trunk. I don't know if you can just see. Five of Swords. Ooh, and there's a heart on the back of the crow. Surrounded by daffodils. Very springtime flower. And there are two birds flying off, so it's like this bird has seen off the other ones. Six of Swords. We've got we've got a crow or raven. I can never tell the difference. Something to do with their beak shape and the plumage of their tails, whether they're a crow or a raven. Ravens are massive though, so I'm thinking these are crows. Crows are much more ubiquitous here in the UK. So I think the other king and a hush are my only animal decks or majority animal figures. Does a mermaid deck count? I don't know if mermaid deck counts because it's mythical, isn't it, Tony? Although if you want it to count, I don't see why not. The other kin, yes, Ciolo Thompson. I've got her Line Strider tarot, but I've got like the really original cardboardy stock version, and I keep thinking I should just buy another copy so it's got more flexible stock. But yeah, the other kin was another one I was looking at. Her work, I love Ciolo Thompson's artwork. It's beautiful. Alicia, she has a birthday glow. It's a highlighter, babe. Oh, Ange, you right, my love? This is one of your fave decks. But yeah, the Hush Tarot, that was one I hadn't really paid attention to originally because I was like, oh, it's all just pretty skinny, sad-looking white women. And the artwork's really busy. But then I saw Dawn Michelle using it in some of her videos, and I'm like, oh, gotta stop watching her videos. That's making me want all the decks. It's not my birthday yet, Lunar Lion, Andrea, sorry. It's on Monday. But thank you. I got sent this deck for my birthday and I was too impatient to wait until Monday to open it. So I was like, I'm just going to open it now because I'm naughty. I'm usually really good like delayed gratification when it comes to like opening presents, even like waiting to open tarot decks. Like I got two tarot decks arrived on Saturday at the weekend and I waited until Sunday to open them so that I could film walkthroughs. I've got one of the walkthroughs coming up this week. And yeah, and I probably could have waited longer, but I think because I had really been hyping myself up by like daydreaming about this deck, I was just a bit too excited. She's getting rid of 75 decks, if that helps. Yeah, I saw that yesterday. I really enjoyed Dawn Michelle's reasoning about how she doesn't just want to keep it for the sake of keeping it, because I'm like that. I want to be able to use all my decks. I want to use all my decks. My main issue is I don't have anywhere to put them. So in order to like get them out and swap them over is a bit of a rigmarole and a bit of a pain. Yeah, so but I do try to mix it up. I'm going to be trying to be much better at this year. I've already been doing a bit more reading this week with like just random card pulls and stuff. So it's been fun. I'm hoping to really stuff my tarot journal this year full of stuff. Sorry, sometimes no need to apologize. Absolutely fine. And yeah, sometimes we do need a little early surprise. That's very true. Capricorn, no, I'm the 24th of January. Do I seem like a Capricorn? Maybe I do, because I'm a bit like, I was going to say a bull in a china shop, but that's Taurus. I'm a bit, you know, head butty, I guess. Bit like, not very subtle in that sense, a bit, but no. I am an Aquarius. I don't really do astrology. I don't really put much stock in it, and I don't really understand. But I think it's rising is Aquarius. That would make my rising. No, what would that make my? What is the Aquarius bit if I'm between the 21st of January and the whatever it is of February, 21st of February or whatever, 20, I don't know. What is that, the rising star sign, or is that the sun? The sun. Okay, so my sun, that's it. My sun is in Aquarius. I only know this because a lovely friend, Renato, did my chart. He was like, I want to do your chart. And I'm like, I don't do astrology. I don't really follow it. And he's like, no, but I want to do your chart, please. And I was like, okay, because he's like a professional astrologer. And I found out, yeah, so I knew my sun is Aquarius. Yay, Aquarians. My moon, is it moon? Is in Leo, is the next one behind it, which is the Aquarius. Your sun is the one that you're putting out to the world, and then there's the one that's sort of just behind it. That's Leo. Hi, Laura, lovely to see you. And then my rising, I can't remember. I don't know, Laurie, because I don't understand enough about astrology, honestly. Hello, Aquarius Owl. I mean, I've had people who know nothing, like next to nothing about me, go, you're an Aquarius, aren't you? Which makes it, I just think I'm just a bit stereotypical Aquarius, but that could just be, what's the word? Coincidence, because I'm sure there's people that are Aquariuses that are not like typical, stereotypical. That's the one. My sun is Leo, rising is Cancer, and moon is in Aquarius. I can't remember what they all mean. So my sun, hang on, I can pull it up. I think I've got it saved in my downloads. Shall I have a look? Sorry, side note. Where is it? Where's the thing? Astrology. There it is. Natal chart. Let's open it up. So my sun is in Aquarius. My moon is in Virgo. And what's the rising one? Is it your true node? Is your true node your rising? Leo is your stage presence. So I get so mixed up because I don't really understand astrology, because I never really pay much attention to it. I'm just zooming in. So it says here, my sun is Aquarius, my moon is Virgo, and then it goes through like Mercury, Venus, Mars, blah, blah, blah. It says my true node is Leo. But what I was being told, and by other people that have looked at my like chart or whatever, have said that Aquarius, my three mains are Aquarius, Virgo, and Leo. Ascending is your rising. AC is your rising. Where's AC? It doesn't say AC on here. Hang on. Oh, AC is Leo. Oh, okay. So my true node is Leo. My ascending is Leo. I don't know if they mean the same thing. Aquarius is your studious nature and science mind. Do you think? Your true node isn't your rising. Depending on which chart you're looking at, your rising maybe with AC. Okay. So yeah, so I am a Sun Aquarius, Moon Virgo, and rising Leo. Does that ring true for people? I don't know. You only know, most of you only know me from like what you see on my videos, which is obviously just a small fraction of who I am and what I do. You know, Virgo will be the attention to detail and like for nice things in life, just things being so. That is true. And my mum is a Sun Virgo. So I definitely think I inherited some of her pernicketyness. I have a problem with perfectionism for sure, and a little bit sort of due to the way that my mum like raised me. Like I would come home with an A and she'd be like, okay, but why isn't it an A plus? It was always like it had to be the best or it just wasn't fucking worth anything. And it's really, I still, even as someone who's going to be 41, I'm still trying to deconstruct that and like get rid of that sort of, you know, rising ascendant. So that's how people see you. So I'm a Leo. Virgo sun here, says Ange. Cool. So anyway, yeah, so we've got the Seven of Swords. We've got a massive like side quest here, but you're all into it, so it's fine. It's interesting because I've never really been into astrology, but the older I get, I'm more like, oh, maybe I'll have a look at that. And then I'm like, no, because I've already got too many things that I want to do. Let's just save that. 41. Yeah, Laurie, I'll be 41 in when's that? 5 days. January the 24th, 1981. Or am I really 101? Moon is correlated to mum or woman figures. That's interesting because my mum is a Virgo and my moon is Virgo. That's very interesting. 8 of Swords. We have a crow with a little bit of a blindfold, but it's not tied really tightly. It looks like it could almost fall off if the bird flew away. There's a heart on its chest, and then there's beautiful little flowers. I'm not quite sure what kind of flowers they are, but they're little white ones, almost little star-shaped ones. And the bird is sort of standing in very shallow water. And you can see like rows of trees in the background. Stunning. I said it again. My Virgo moon kills me, messy Gemini, with that undertone of perfection. No, you haven't derailed the conversation. I'm always on a side quest. How are you anyway? I haven't seen you for a while, my dear. 9 of Swords. Oh, beautiful. With the like the nest sort of penetrated by the swords. Impaled, penetrated. Sorry, I am 12. 10 of Swords. Oof, there we go. There's our bird. I've not seen this one. There's no blood. It's, you know, like, you know, when you see in a lot of the 10s with people depicted and you see them, they've got the swords all in their back, but there's some of them, there's no blood. So it feels a bit less grr. But, you know, I can handle the darker cards. You know, I don't particularly enjoy it when I see animals in real life suffering, but it's a storybook depiction. It's not real. So these, they are so detailed. They're stunning, Laurie. I'll be reaching that 40 this year. You were 41 will. Thank you. I'm 100% sure it's just genetics, honestly. That's all it is. Page of Swords. That, and I still dress like a goth teenager. Probably helps. Knight of Swords. Again, it's got like a helmet on, but it's almost covering its eyes. So it's like, that's interesting because, you know, when we sometimes think of the like the knight sort of rushing blindly into a situation. Kaz says Capricorn Sun, Cancer rising and Pisces rising. Monkey is Chinese astrology. I love hearing other people's combos. I'm a monkey as well, I believe, being just at the very end of the Chinese astrological year. Because I always thought I was a rooster, because I was like, well, I'm born in 1981. And then I found out in my early teens that you know, obviously it ends at a different time. It doesn't have the Gregorian, it doesn't end with the Gregorian calendar. It's a different calendar. And so, yeah, I'm a monkey, a cheeky monkey too. Queen of Swords. Oh, wow. The crown is just so beautiful. King of Swords. Quite similar there. Do they face each other? Yes. No, they face the same way. I do quite like it if they face each other. That's like a Marseille thing. The birds are swords. Yes, yeah. Crumbs. 1981 else. Anyone else remember that year? Well, I don't remember it. But I know that my husband probably remembers a bit of it because he's older than me. Hey, Spacebuns. Yeah. A little bit of my namesake, right? Kelly Bear. Bold lip and love of stickers, station journals are forever. Right? That's the thing. My mum was like, when I first started getting into goth stuff, my mum was like, oh, what's this phase? What is this phase? Because I do go through phases of things that I like and hobbies and creative endeavors and just things that I'm interested in. And I have sort of wavered through little different fashion blips on and off over the years, but I always come back to like the gothy stuff. And like 2-3 years ago, I was like, do you know what? I don't care if I'm in my late 30s. I just like what I like, and I'm just gonna go with it and stop trying to be a grown up. You know, I'm very lucky that I've always done creative jobs. So it doesn't really matter what I'm wearing anyway. For the most part, I've been able to dress how I want. Ace of Wands. I've been very lucky in that sense. I know not everyone has that. That's stunning. Look at the fox looking up and the birds flying around, and then we've got what appears to be a holly bush. I found something very interesting out about holly that I did not know. I think it was possibly on Instagram. There's I follow a bunch of herbalists because plants. I love me plants. And someone shared a picture of 2 holly leaves. One was what you think of as a holly leaf, which is all prickly, and one which looks more like a bay leaf. But they were both holly leaves, and apparently the smooth holly leaf was plucked from higher up the holly bush or the holly tree. And what happens is they have evolved the prickles on the lower branches to prevent creatures eating them. So obviously it's not so trying to like bite off prickly leaves is quite uncomfortable, but obviously the higher up the leaves go, the safer they are from like deer and what have you. And so the leaves then grow through smooth. Nature, evolution, it's amazing. Kaz says 1981 was the first year of high school. Wow. I'm a dog in Chinese astrology. Dogs rock. Dogs are the best. Hey, boo-boo, don't dogs rule? She's looking at me like, well, obviously. 7th grade. Number of trees. Plants have different leaves at top versus bottom. Sometimes because of animals, sometimes because top leaves get a ton of sun and bottom ones don't. Yeah. That's the thing, though. I'm like, I thought I would have known that particular thing about holly leaves by now, but it just goes to show. First year of primary school for you at in 1981. What year do we start? What age do we start? Like 4 or 5? I don't know what time we start. I can't remember anything these days. Anyway, 2 of Wands. 3 of Wands. Oh, looking out at this the bright sun. Oh, I love it. 4 of Wands. We've got our foxes again. So the foxes make sense for me for the Wands. We have foxes in the Wands for the magical forest. We have rabbits for cups, foxes for wands, frogs. No, tell a lie. Sorry, I'm lying. We have frogs for wands because they're transformative and they go through different stages and are creative and what have you. What am I thinking? The suit of foxes are from another animal deck I've got, maybe. Am I thinking? I'm not thinking of the animal spirit one, the animal wisdom one. Oh, what even is my memory? Bloody hell. We have the cats for swords in the magical forest, and then we have the foxes for pentacles, I think, because they're cunning and resourceful. But yeah, so there's a bit of a swap here because we have the squirrels for cups in this one, and then we have the hares for pentacles. So it's like, and then we've got foxes but for wands, which foxes also make. I think foxes are wands in the Ellis tarot, which I don't have anymore. I think that's what I'm getting mixed up with. Paul is doing things. Good morning from North Carolina. Hello. So it's what time would it be there for you? Just gone 7 in the morning, Paula. Welcome. Do you have this deck, Paula? It's so beautiful, like so beautiful. My brain is 10 years, is a 10-year-old, says Laurie. Mine too. The Six of Wands, victorious. This is one of the ones I had seen with all the birds. I love all the birds and butterflies and ladybirds. Very cute. The Seven of Wands. This fox defending itself. It's weird. It was so sunny and now like rain clouds are coming in. I don't know if it's going to be raining today, but I hope not. Nomi still needs to go for her WALK. The Eight of Wands. So we've got, again, I'm not sure if it's meant to be like the sticks of sort of holly branches. But we have this, instead of them flying all sort of parallel to each other, there's a sort of ring coming together, and it's sort of backlit by the sun itself, which is really energizing. We have, the Nine of Wands, and we have this little fox again. I don't know if it is holly bush, actually, because it's got red flowers on it. Or maybe I was thinking they were red berries at first. But it's got little... I don't know why it's giving me the Fantastic Mr. Fox vibes, though, right? With the little thing around his head. 10 of Wands. Oh, I like this. It's almost like one of the wands has fallen into the water and is probably going to get carried away, and a couple of them are quite close to the edge. Like this one here looks like it could be very close to just falling in, and the rest have just all been dropped here. It's almost like the fox has reached its destination, and it's just like thrown off its load and gone, oh, sod it, and it's just passed out from exhaustion. So we have the last 4 cards. Ooh, last 4 cards. We have the Page of Wands. Oh, I love foxes. A friend of mine has foxes coming into her garden, visiting her garden, and during the summer they get really bold and they come into her like back room, her living room with the glass. She's got glass sliding doors. They've been coming into the house. Stunning. Knight of Wands with his like little helmet with plumage made out of wood and feathers. Yeah, so like he's like a little centurion's helmet with feathers on the top. The Queen of Wands, which is my favorite like card. Oh my god, I didn't realize the little boo-boo. Because obviously the Queen of Wands, she usually has a cat, right? She's in a field of sunflowers. No, they're daisies, not sunflowers. She's in this field of daisies, I guess. Or maybe they're meant to be sunflowers. I don't know. But instead of like a black cat, she's got a little bubble fox. Oh my god. Why is just cute stuff. Oh, she's looking very regal. She's like proper side eye. See what I mean? Love it. And then we've got the king, the final one. Oh, and there's like salamanders like carved into, and then a fox at the top of a lion there. Into the tree trunk. Oh. And then I've got goosebumps. This one says possibilities, and we have the 4 main animals of the deck. So we've got our foxes, our hares, our squirrels, and our crows. And then there's a dragon, which is a little peek of the dragon from the Smoke, Ash, and Embers, which is coming, I believe, this year. Queen of Wands is your favourite. Yeah, it's one of my... Bye, Ange. You take care. Thank you for popping by. Lovely to spend time with you this morning. Bye for now. Oh. Heavy showers here today, says Tony. Oh, maybe because when I looked at the weather report last night, it said it was going to be dry and maybe a little overcast at some point. So I'm hoping it'll stay dry. Hi as well. Another. Is there lots of snow in North Carolina? Is that usual? Goodness. So then we have the 2 like key cards, or just with like the major arcana with each of the, and then the minor arcana. So that's really cool. And then there's another. Is that another one, or is that the same one? Oh, it's topped and tailed, front and top and bottom, with 2 plain ones. So this is perfect because I can make these into bookmarks. So that's what I will be doing. I feel like this needs its own journal though. Like I'm like giving myself too many deep dive decks, but oh my god. So let's give this a shuffle. I'm a bit nervous, I'm not going to lie, because it is quite chunky. I'm just going to check. I'm going to take out the possibilities card because chances are I probably wouldn't use that in my readings unless I was feeling it. So, usual. Okay. I just realised I didn't really do that on camera very well. Can you folks see? And it doesn't help when I do it on my desk because my desk is very slippy. Usually I'd put like a little bit of something down just to help me shuffle. So yeah, it's a little, I don't know if I'm going to be able to like bridge it. Actually, let me stand up to give it a go because my desk chair is too low for my desk. So my arms, my elbows are sort of, basically I need to get a new desk chair because if I put my elbows on, my shoulders are up here and it's very uncomfortable. I need a new desk chair because this is my newer desk. I say new, I've had it about 18 months now, but it's higher than my old desk. So, and this desk chair that I've got is from that I used at my old desk. Okay, so it bridges if I can actually use my arms properly. Let's just have another go. Oh, it's so stunning. Oh my god, it is tricky for me to get my hands around, I'm not going to lie. And I think that is more to do with the thickness of the deck than the size, because it's the same size as my Smith Weight, and I usually don't struggle too much with that one. Oof, just almost. I think it will take a bit of finagling. But I think once I sort of break it in, I'm not going to edge it because, again, I'm like Dawn Michelle. I think the whole whiteness of it there, the starkness of it really, really works. I think it is a beautiful, beautiful piece of artwork. A beautiful tarot deck. There's you can see the Smith Weight elements in there, but you can also see where they've tried to do something a bit different. Again, for those of you who may not know this, it's the Oak, Ash and Thorn by Stephanie Burrows with art by Adam Ohlers. I think I'm saying that right. I hope I am. But yeah, you know, along with the eco credentials with this deck, that just makes me love it even more, honestly. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I am so grateful to Stephanie. Thank you so much, Stephanie, if you do see this. What a treat. I can say it because Nomi's no longer up here. That's the word I usually say to give her a little treat, a little snack. So yeah, I am so excited to have this in my collection. I'm very much looking forward to working with this. So I think I might do my week ahead draws with this deck for next month, maybe, because I'm using my Magical Forest this month with the Empty Cup Oracle. So I've been live for 1 hour and 90 minutes. Shall I see if I can make it around 1:30 and 90 minutes with a profound and profane reading? Ooh, off to prepare for a day in dental. You take care. You shuffled that chunky monkey. I tried my best. Let's see. Let's do, yeah, Alicia. Yes. Let's go. It's gone very dark. Okay, again, I'm going to keep the book out because I am interested to see what Kim Crad says about each card. I'm going to get this bad boy, this chunky monkey. Talk about chunky monkeys. I have to shuffle this in a whole way, its own thing. Okay, I'm actually going to put this down because this is an accident waiting to happen. This Stanley knife. Okay. Shall we go? Okay, let's see. Profound and profane. Take care, Laurie, and hope to see you soon, my dear. Have a good day. Let's see. Oh, I need to do the whole... It's a bit better if you can see, right? What's going on. You know what? I'm going to stand up because I do struggle when I'm sitting on this chair. I think that's part of the reason I fluff my shuffling on camera. It's a little harder to bridge this one because it is so small. So it is a bit easier to just do that, honestly. I mean, the indie version of this that I have, it's quite difficult to shuffle in the way that I like, honestly. Okay, so profound. A little message for us today. Oops, I just realised you can't see me overhanding. Little message for us all today here in the chat. And we have, ooh, pretty. So we have the Six of Pentacles. I'll show it properly after I have pulled this from this one, which is, like I said, its own linking thing. Okay, gonna pull from this one. It's a bit more difficult to shuffle when there's not enough cards either, huh? Okay. Message for us here in chat today. Profane. Okay. The filthy mattress. Okay. So we have the Six of Pentacles and the filthy mattress. I'm going to see what Kim Crans says about the... we'll say, hi, Ellie, you're right. What we got? Pence. Six of Pentacles. Let's see. The Six of Pentacles indicates that your long-awaited fruits are ready for harvesting, bringing more wealth than anticipated. Make sure you are generous during this bountiful time. This card can also signify generosity coming from someone else. If this is the case, accept the help with grace and put the resources to good use. That's interesting because they're talking about the long-awaited fruits are ready. And I always see the 9 of Pentacles as that's the harvest. That's the woman ready to reap that, the 9 and the 10. So that's interesting that she's saying that, although Kim Krans does touch on the whole idea of generosity and giving or receiving in that. So, but here we have like a branch with the pentacle fruits growing, ready to be plucked. They look pretty ripe and ready to go. So although if you're walking somewhere in a park and they're ready and ripe, you could just pick them off yourself, couldn't you? And then we have the filthy mattress, karmic balance. Indeed, Tony. I wonder what Kim Krans would say about the filthy mattress. Indeed. So we've got, now this makes me laugh because I live in an area of London where it is a joke amongst locals that part of the wild landscape are discarded old mattresses. I live in Walthamstow. And there is actually a book, I believe, called Mattresses or Discarded Mattresses of Walthamstow. It's a thing. Like, there's a corner just down the road from me, literally just a few houses along at the end of the parade of shops I live on, and it's a fly tipping area. It says please no fly tipping. They've got cameras, but people will fly tip and lean stuff against the wall and everything. It's really gross. I hate it. But there will, on occasion, on more than on occasion, be a discarded mattress. Bridge Road as well in Walthamstow, that tends to get a lot of mattresses discarded on it. It's a thing. It's like a running joke amongst locals. So I'm going to see what the dirty mattress, the filthy mattress, rather. I just opened it to this spread called "Ha Ha a Penis." This deck just gets me. Let's see if I can find it. Like I said, it's not. I need to do like a little cheat card that I stick in this with all the numbers and then alphabetically, so I can find them more quickly, because it does. I can never remember where they are. The filthy mattress. You'd think I'd know by now with this, having it this long. But my memory is poor these days. And I always find I go through all of them, don't find it, and then go back through again. If you notice that, and then I'm like, oh, there it is. The filthy mattress. Oh, I found it first time around this time. 67. The filthy mattress. It may be time to discard something very intimate. Stop attributing depth to that which appears mundane. That's actually quite profound for a profane card. So here we have our 6 of Pentacles, and it's all about the give and take, giving or receiving of something and sharing your bounty. But sometimes people, you know, like when you go to a charity shop, you go to a thrift shop, an op shop, whatever country you're in, and like people have left outside, you know, people donate stuff, but sometimes they leave it outside the shop for the shop to pick it up when it opens in the mornings. And there's like some utter crap that people have like tried to donate to the charity shop, and it's like, mate, you should have just thrown that straight in the bin or taken it to the tip. So, you know, be generous with your bounty, and but like, people don't want your dirty old mattress, honestly. So like, if you're going to be generous, be truly generous and share only the good stuff. Don't be giving people your gnarly old crap, okay? No one fucking wants it, all right? So, yeah, that's my profound. Can I speak? I need to, I'm getting a bit lightheaded because I'm heading towards lunchtime. So that's my profound and profane reading. Anyway. Hi, Phoebe. Lovely to see you. You have to run. Bye, Laura. Okay, so that's not bad. Almost 90 minutes, all inclusive. So, yeah, I was originally going to open this deck on my birthday, but I couldn't wait. And then I was going to do it on my potential pre-birthday party live chat. I'm thinking of having this Sunday, the day before my birthday, just so I don't feel quite so sad about having a second birthday shielding during a pandemic. Because it is quite lonely. I was going to open it then, and again it would just seem too long, so I've opened it today and I could start playing with it. Amen. Donate kindly. Exactly. And thank you for everyone that joined in. It is a fun combo, isn't it, Robin? I'm really enjoying having a serious deck and then like a completely not at all serious deck. But yeah, thank you to everyone that joined in this live chat. Thank you for the astrology chat and explaining some of the astrology stuff that I just have no real sort of knowledge of, and for letting me encouraging me to do these profound and profane readings. I very much enjoy doing them, honestly. It's like giving me my tarot mojo back. So yeah, I hope you all have a lovely rest of day, however much of it is left, and that you all stay safe and well, and I will see you in my next video. Much love to you all, and ciao.